This is where an attacker is going after a very specific person who may have unique access to information within a company or have access to a very specific database. They also try to make their contact with this person very personalized, so they can be very targeted and specific. Another form of this is called whaling. This is where the attacker is going after a very high value person. They may pretend or impersonate being a CEO of another company, all in the attempts of trying to steal company information. Another version is Vishing, which is done through the voice. This is when an attacker uses the phone, attempts to contact a person directly and ask for information, or provide additional access to a system through a request using the phone. For an example, someone may pretend to be calling from a bank and asking for information and trying to get the sensitive information from the person over the phone, or sensitive credentials to access a system online. Next is a very new and very common one called Smishing. This is the use of SMS texting messages. These messages are used to deceive victims by sending a link which is not the link the person intends on and directs the person into the direction the attacker wants. It may also send a victim to the wrong website when they are trying to go to a different location. Now, a key word here is malware. This is malicious software that, when infiltrates a system, can create a lot of problems. It's usually spread through illegitimate links clicked on by people and organizations who aren't sure that they're clicking on the right thing. It can also come in emails or unwanted software downloads. Malware can collect sensitive information and data, can manipulate and block access to areas of the network with people who already had trusted credentials, or even shut down a system. Now, ransomware is a type of malware that prevents the user within an organization from accessing their system or data by encrypting those systems. An attacker demands a ransom to restore the access. But even if the ransom is paid, there is no guarantee of restored access or functionality. Data breaches. These are cybersecurity incidents. Sensitive, protected, or confidential data is copied, transmitted, viewed, or stolen, or used by an unauthorized individual. Social engineering. This involves tricking people into giving up information or access to systems. Hackers use the following methods and tactics to manipulate people. One is called piggybacking. This happens when an authorized user gives an unauthorized user physical access using their own credentials. For an example, an employee may unknowingly allow someone posing as a new employee access to a system that they shouldn't have access to. Another way is called tailgating. This is when an unauthorized person follows an authorized person into a restricted area. This is similar to piggybacking, but the authorized user is unaware that the unauthorized person is following them. It's important to understand how these threats are different, how they're being used, and to keep yourself aware. Now let's talk about why passwords matter. Strong, unique passwords are essential for protecting online accounts, especially the ones that hold sensitive personal information. Weak passwords, like common identifying information or simple sequences, are easily broken by hackers. Using the same password across multiple accounts is like leaving the key in the lock. If one account is compromised, they all can potentially be compromised. Let me give you a case which can be an example for this. Her name will be Emma.